Surface, underground, and caverns. Okay. So my lake down here will work for this. Get my fish, and then we'll get to actual work. Oh, wrong button. For some reason, I thought scrolling up on the mouse wheel would do a thing. Silly me, it doesn't. Probably get rid of some of the stuff in my inventory before I start really trying to hunt down this stuff. Okay. Should probably close the doors up there, but meh. Not important. There's my dirtfish. Okay, so what do I want to work on right now? Nice, got the fisherman's pocket, guys. This is the first step to getting stuff. Go ahead and just close these doors real quick. So I'm thinking one of the first things I want to do today is start building artificial biomes. Let's see, I don't need that. Let's go ahead and pull the moonglow seeds in favor of that. Let's kind of separate this stuff out a little bit more. I mean, I don't really need the malaise. Not important. Toss a zombie banner in there. Why is that? I mean, we're going to need that iron bar later. It's going to be important. Okay. So, question is, where do I want to put the biome? So, what I'm thinking is that we put it out over the... Well, okay, do we put it to the right, to the left, or to the right? So the problem with to the left is where my old one's army arena is. And honestly, to the right is already like somewhat mined out already. So what I'm thinking is that we start here. This is gonna hurt. Slightly. Hey, Punisher. Not much, man. We are That didn't go where I wanted it to. I am setting up some room to set up an artificial biome. I do not actually have any torches right now. So this area that I'm currently kind of, like, moving through is gonna be an artificial jungle biome. Did I finish the vault? Somewhat. It's not entirely done, but I'll show you what I have. So left-hand side is going to be all of my, like, equipment and chests and stuff like that. Right-hand side, we're actually going to start building more, like, dummies and stuff like that when I switch off of armors and weapons. We have all of our little crafting items right here. This is going to be an obsidian grinder once I actually start... once I actually beat Skeletron and get pumps. So that's going to be an obsidian grinder. That's going to be a hard honey grinder. This is going to be the first of the actual gardens. So this is just going to be a garden. I just got to actually go and do it. But one of the things I've decided is that I do want to have a jungle biome ready to go first. So I'm kind of setting that up right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to basically carve out a fairly large space to use. And I'm going to make myself a surface jungle. And then I'm also going to make myself an underground jungle. I'm probably actually not going to need as much space as I've already carved out. So we're also going to end up using, like, some of this space for, do I have... I need to get more of that. We're also going to be using some of this space for probably an ice biome nearby. Just kind of getting all the biomes that I want. We're going to have kind of in a nearby area. So that way I don't have to go halfway across the world to get whatever I want. At the same time, though, that's going to take an awful lot of stone slabs. So that's kind of what I'm working on right now. So what we want is going to be probably a 4 thick stone slab wall. Or I could just do this the, much easier way. And instead of making it a stone slab wall, I could instead make it, just a gap. Got the Fishron rings? One day I shall get there. It'll happen. It'll be one day that'll be a thing that I shall do. It shall not be this day. So I'm thinking, like, this is plenty. So this is going to be the line of, like, demarcation. So this kind of wall right here, to the right of this, is going to be my first biome. Okay. So there's that. Do I have... I do. You get out of here. Only problem right now is, do I actually have... I have wood. Let me go make some actual lights. This is ridiculous. I'm working in the dark here for absolutely no reason. Okay. So what I think what's going to happen is that this that I'm making right now, this is going to end up being surface jungle. And yeah, I know it's, it's underneath the ground, but this counts as surface according to this. So this will be surface jungle. That's a little bit, fine. Am I gonna keep it dirt between the walls? I actually have not... Oh, crap. I have not quite decided how I'm gonna do that. I'm actually gonna not put those walls back up because of that exact nonsense you just saw. I'll put it back up later. I mean, it's not going to be incredibly expensive. I'm just probably not going to do it until I have the whatchamahoosit, the wall changing piece of equipment that the traveling merchant sells. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be terribly expensive or difficult. Excuse me. Can I? Sure. Okay. So I do want a good amount of space here. And I know it looks like we have plenty of space, but I don't know. I don't think we do. I think we could do better than this. I kind of want at least to this line. So that's kind of what I'm aiming for, is at least to that line. Let's go ahead and define that right now. Hey, well, I appreciate you showing up and hanging out for a few minutes. It's good talking to you. I'm sure I will be streaming again sometime when you can stick around a lot longer. Okay, so the question is, do I want to... I can't actually decide if I want to just mine this out manually or I want to bomb it. I think both for reasons of, not having very many bombs at the moment, but also for reasons of, I'll be streaming at least 3 hours. I'm not sure about past that, but I'll be streaming for at least that long. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is we're going to go this wide, and that's going to allow me a fair amount of room. So the question I'm asking myself right now is, of the room that I'm making myself, how much do I want this to be effectively the sarcophagus for the area that I'm making? because I do not want jungle everywhere. I only want it in the very specific areas that I'm trying to make. So, you know, one of the questions that I have to ask myself is that, you know, do I... It's like I also have to make underground, like cavern level, stuff. So we're gonna have to do this again later on anyways. But, like, I can make a couple different things here. So the question is, like, I think what I'm going to do is the outsides of this area is going to be what I'm gonna use. So it's going to be my my stone. And then I'll make a entrance off of my access tunnel here. So I think I'm going to do instead of doing what I'm doing here, I'm going to fill all of this in with stone. And that'll be how I define my sarcophagus. Having said that, though... I'm gonna have to also check the rules to see how much space is required to make a biome. I mean, I've done stuff. Still haven't beaten Skeletron. Still haven't beaten, like, Queen Bee. Though it is my intention to beat the Queen Bee this stream. I'm actively also trying to remember, like, biome rules and things like that. $100 blocks? Okay. That sounds about right. I'm also trying to figure out if I have to kill the back wall here. So we're just going to go ahead and do this. So once again, mostly just defining what is my territory and what isn't in this area. The good news is this also means that I'm going to have a jungle biome to put the Witch Doctor in. Okay, and how, backwall shouldn't matter unless you want to deny mob spawns. Okay. How thick do the surrounding walls have to be? Is it 4 thick to create a sarcophagus around it? I want to say I believe it's 4 thick. So this is going to be... So I'm trying to decide. So what I think what I'm going to do... See, what I want to say is that that is my intervening wall right there. Where the hell did you come from? Stay down there. I'm glad the WoW community would help you solve your problems. Okay, so I need to put another one down there. See, here's the problem. When you get 4 thick walls all the way around, it does not leave you an incredible ton of room. Okay, so need to figure out so when this goes all the way across the bottom, that's going to be my, the majority of my jungle biome. So we'll have actual, because I want an actual jungle biome, but I also need to make sure I have enough to have a lake in there. I remember hearing you talk about this, I think. Oh, I thought you talked about a similar buff last time you were here. Nope, do not want, do not want. Oh, that sucks. Okay, putting this shit in manually then. Okay. Okay, or same buff, not the same problem. Got it. Oh, crap. Well, you know what? That's actually fine. No. You. Stop it. Look at all those silly zombies down there. Okay, this is gonna look a little weird. Okay, so this is where my biome's gonna be. So, what I need now is mud. That stuff. I started to grow plants yet. That's where I'm gonna put it. I just haven't done it yet. Okay, so I need a 15 by 20 grid. How high is this? 25. 15 by 20? Or 15 by 20. I think that's what I want. So how much do I have total here? So I've got 40. So let's walk over to 30. So that's 30. That's 20. Okay. So that... to that. Oh, crap. That's not what I wanted. Wrong block type. They look similar. So this should be 20 long. Slightly too much. That's 11. Okay. So 17, so let's go 2 blocks down. Okay. So this is my pond. Then... this is how we're going to actually fill in the rest of the blocks.